This story comes to us from fox4kc.com out of Kansas City, Kansas. I was going to make a Kansas joke, like we're not in Kansas anymore, but we are in Kansas. Dayton Borisov said he was trying to do a good deed by helping his uncle jumpstart his car outside of a Kansas City, Kansas Walmart, but he had no idea it would be the worst day of his life. Borisov, who lives in KCK, which is Kansas City, Kansas, as opposed to Kansas City, Missouri, said he ran inside the store on Parallel Parkway to purchase a frozen pizza to take home to his wife and 2-year-old daughter for dinner. What should have been a quick grocery grab soon turned violent when an off-duty Kansas City, Kansas police officer working security approached Borisov as he was leaving self-checkout in June.
Is this supposed to hurt me?
No, you're Dayton, please.
Are you reading my receipt?
Dayton.
Get the off me!
Dayton, please.
Can you have him read the receipt?
He's not doing nothing wrong, officer.
Now, Borisov says, as I get up to the door, I see in the reflection the security officer is heading towards me very rapidly. And right as soon as I step through that door, he pins me up against the claw machine and brick wall. And he says, "You didn't pay for that." I said, "Yeah, I did. The receipt's in my pocket." Instead of checking his receipt, Borisov says the officer became aggressive, wrestling him to the ground, slamming his head into the floor. That's when 2 more on-duty Kansas City police officers arrived for backup.
He's not doing nothing wrong, officer. Dayton, stop. Dayton, put your hands behind your back.
Okay, calm down, I will.
Dayton, do it. Just do it, Dayton.
Okay.
He didn't do nothing. We didn't steal nothing.
I'm not resisting, bro. You didn't break my arm, man.
Why was he accused?
Now, by that point, Borisov had decided to stop trying to explain himself and just comply. He said, "I'm just terrified right now. I'm just going to give up right now." And I completely threw my hands behind my back and was letting them handcuff me. And that's basically all you can do. I mean, you could fight and say it's an unlawful arrest. I have the right to fight back. But it's like an ant fighting a 6-foot man. You're just going to get stomped on. There's no winning. Footage of the altercation appeared on social media with many commentators demanding justice for what happened to Borisov. The Kansas City, Kansas Police Department said it conducted an investigation into the incident prior to the social media posting. And there's a link here, it looks like, if you click it, and I'll put a link to the whole story in the description box. There's a statement from the Kansas City, Kansas Police Department online. And there's like a hyperlink. You click that, you can read their statement. I won't read it here, but you can read it if you want. The department said the investigation concluded that one of the responding officers employed techniques that are not approved, not trained by the department, and both officers involved have been disciplined, which means you know that's banned. Okay? Stop it. You too. That's the discipline. Fox 4 contacted Walmart at least twice, but they have not received a response. Fox 4 sent Ed Obayashi, a California law enforcement officer and national expert on police use of force, footage of the altercation, and he said Borisov is lucky he wasn't killed during the encounter. That's coming from a police expert. How about that? Now it goes down. It's quite lengthy. It's really lengthy. They also talk about concerns of profiling. They say after sitting in the back of a police car for nearly an hour, Borisov said officers eventually let him go, but not before writing him a ticket for hindering an investigation of a crime he didn't commit. How about that? Well, you hindered our investigation. Of what? I didn't commit a crime.
Do is
So the burden of innocence.
Oh my God. Read the receipt, bro. No, I'm not. I didn't break no law.
So the law is burden on innocent and not burden of guilt.
Give his receipt.
I'm not getting next to these. They'll throw me down like that.
Make sure you get his receipt. It's on the floor.
Hey, there's his receipt that he got accused of stealing.
That's a lawsuit, and I hope he sues them, and I hope all the taxpayers in Kansas City put this guy up in a 3-story home on lakefront somewhere in Kansas. Warsaw says he still doesn't understand why he was cited. I just said that. Nobody understands why you were cited. Why is Elijah McClain dead? All he was doing was walking down the street at night. Guys, I'm telling you. We're only as free as local law enforcement allows us to be. If law enforcement don't want you to be free, if they've got anything against you, or if they just had a bad day, and you're the target, you're not an American anymore. You're now a convict. No, not a convict, a prisoner, a nobody. And the cops are out to get you.